Other than Lake Cam, I do not believe anyone else is recording the meeting. If so, please let us know. There is no public here for public comment, so the first agenda item is principal assessor discussion. As we all know, we've been kind of going back and forth with coming up with a plan to fill the position going forward. We received notification from the one firm that did submit to an RFP for those services, RRG, who's been doing it for us for the last 9+ years, and they are withdrawing due to the fact that capacity-wise, I don't think they'll be able to serve the town of Lakeville. The good news is we did receive an application, which I shared with both board members to discuss at the meeting today for a full-time principal assessor position, and sent over his cover letter. I sent over his resume, Robert Alford. I also now will let you know that myself, the town administrator, and the town accountant did interview him a little over a week ago now. I did actually check with MAAO, Kathy Costello, and she thought he would be a very good fit for our town. He had a great interview. He's able to perform pretty much all of the duties of a principal assessor. We would have to outsource the commercial and industrial, which is
which we do now anyway.
Well, we weren't with RRG. We outsourced one thing we always outsource is personal property with our RC, which we always have historically, no matter who's been in that position. And that is not a big ticket item for the town because unfortunately we don't have a lot of commercial and industrial in town. So I guess at this point I would ask if anybody has any questions. The recommendation from the interview committee was that the town offer him the position. It needs to go before the Board of Selectmen, where the appointing authority, so we would appoint him and then the town would send out a formal offer letter. But the first step is for us to
has he applied anywhere else?
He has not applied anyplace else right now. My understanding is that he's more local than not. He lives in Swansea. At this point, he's up in
Sherborne?
Yeah, someplace in the middle of the state. Again, he has, I think,
He's in Easton, right?
he was in Easton for a number of years. I mean, if you look at his resume, he's been a number of places, and he's been, for the most part, the minimum amount he's been anywhere is 3 years. So he's not jumping around. Most, on average, it seems like he's been.
Well, he's only been in Sherborne since January 25. Anybody ask him why? Just because of the drive?
The drive. He's looking to get back. That's a Swansea to Sherborne.
That's got to be a hike.
Does anybody know why he left Easton to go to Sherborne?
I do not know specifically why he
months.
left Easton. But again, like I said, we did check. We did get reference.
He was there
references.
for 16 years.
Did we talk to Easton? Somebody in Easton?
We did not talk to anybody in Easton.
I think
I do know that the other committee members have reached out. Again, I don't believe it was Easton, but reached out to see if there was anything we should know, maybe is the best way to put it, about Mr. Alfred. And again, like I said, I did check with Kathy Costello at MAAO, and she has a pretty good pulse beat on everybody in the industry. And her comment was she thinks he would be a good fit for Lakeville.
Is a standard background check done on all town applicants? Is that HR thing that you do?
Not to my knowledge.
It's not something that's done?
No, not to my knowledge.
Okay. I would think someone should reach out to Easton just to get he was there for a long time.
We can make it.
Sounds like you guys have all done your due diligence. You like him. His qualifications look great. If he was there that many years, you would think we could get.
We could make the vote contingent on making sure we check to make sure there wasn't anything going on in Easton that would be detrimental to Lakeville, extending him the appointment. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If anybody will share information.
That's part of the problem too, right?
Mhm.
Not the problem with this, but in general.
He's been a chief assessor since 1999.
Yeah, the other thing, which is kind of a side note, is he is involved in his local community, which I think is a benefit.
2005. He was assistant.
So,
Oh,
and what,
I'm reading the dates wrong. Okay.
so I think in addition to him
That's a
being
long time.
technically qualified, the fact that he's involved in the town government to,
In,
in his own community, he kind of gets the way things work too, and has to deal with stuff to the extent and the level that we do on.
what's he
board
doing?
and the
Oh, he's
commission.
on the Board of Assessors and,
He's on the Board of Assessors. I know he's been involved in their finance committee
oh,
at
only
some
till,
point.
only till 2003 though, right?
When you say only till 2000,
He was on the Board of Assessors from April 94 to April
I think that's the
2003.
contractor.
No, that's the-
Yeah, you're right,
yeah.
you're right.
that's the
Okay.
contractor. He's still on their
Okay.
Board of Assessors, so.
I can't get this shit. All right. So what do you need?
I need a motion that we appoint Mr. Alford to the position of Principal Assessor for the town of Lakeville.
So moved.
We have a second?
Seconded.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion carries unanimously. Okay, next agenda item, review and sign invoices, which we've already done. We have February 27th minutes that we have received. We're going to need a motion to approve those meeting minutes, if someone would like to make a motion to approve them.
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. And there are a number of other forms that we have signed as far as motor vehicle, real estate reports, warrant, and commitments. And we already took care of the 22 statutory exemptions and vision exemption reports and the warrant for the commitment of the 2005 recommit of a motor vehicle. Do we have any new business to come before the committee at this point? Do we have any old business that we need to discuss? Okay, now for the heavy lifting part of this meeting, which we will be doing in executive session because it has to do with property abatements. So pursuant to General Law 30A, to comply with or act under the authority of any general law, specifically 5960, 214, 1B, to review and discuss real estate and personal property abatements, we are going into executive session. If someone will make that motion.
So moved.
Not to return to
Not to
open
return.
session, so we are actually adjourning open session right now.
So moved.
Seconded.
Any further discussion? All in favor? It has to be roll call because it's executive session, so Oliveri, aye.
LeBlanc, aye.
Lamoureux, aye.
Okay, we're done.